Hey, how we doing? This is the Eli Show. Earlier, guys, I had problems with my webcam, but we got it fixed. And if you guys love this content, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. Let YouTube know that you guys are following me and that you guys love content that I put out here today. Today, I want to talk to you. Oh, before we get started, we're trying something new. Normally, I have music playing in the background, but for today's video, I do not. Because we're going to try something new, because I believe in switching it up. We're experimenting. We're going to try something new. Okay, now let me get on to my topic. Today's topic is why are so many women not being able to find homes? I was reading this article on my laptop before it kind of glitched out. Let me read what it says. It says less than 30% of women are having a hard time finding homes. Yeah, I've been noticing that lately. I've been hearing from the news that there are some real estate agents that are they're not following through with women, and I don't understand that. Guys, what is going on here is, you guys see me looking through the window. It's kind of glary. What is going on here is that I think what's going on, and this is just my opinion, I don't know for sure, and I need to be careful because YouTube does monitor everything that I say. But what I think is going on here is there's a little bit of biasness towards women when it comes towards the housing market. See, because the housing market should be selling to everybody. And I think they're taking advantage of certain people due to their gender or discrimination, which is totally wrong right there. And there are some people who are struggling right now, finding a place to stay. And there are people right now who are just not taking into consideration of that. But there also could be biasness there. And I'll admit that. There could be a little bit of biasness there. And when having a conversation with certain people, people do not understand why so many women are having such a hard time finding homes. Okay. Also, I've also been getting emails from women who are telling me that there are some landlords that don't want to rent out to them. The reason why is because there's a biasness there. And I'll admit that is wrong on so many levels, because I've been reading about that. And a lady yesterday at my school, she asked me questions about that. And to be honest, I didn't know. I had to tell her. I didn't know why the landlord would not rent out homes. But, even in cases like that where there could be reports of biasness, there's also discrimination involved here too. And like I told the lady yesterday at my school, that there are things that could be going on that the landlord may not want to talk about or may not want to tell you. And so it's not fair that that the landlord does that. But now I must play devil's advocate here. And I think that's only fair when you're entering the conversation of real estate. I must play devil's advocate. What I think, and this is just my opinion, what I think is the landlord may not want to be reluctant to sell you a home because of the fact that, and again, this is just my opinion, they feel like women are more of an expense. Now, I don't know for sure. I think that's just my opinion, and I hope YouTube doesn't take my words out of content, because I don't want my platform to be closed down. But I just find it kind of strange, though, for the same real estate market that's crying wolf right now because they can't find no one to buy homes. I just find it strange how they would not allow women to buy a home right now. Okay? And this girl, Jackie, she writes, "Dear Eli," what does she write? She goes, "Dear Eli, I'm having a hard time finding a home." Da 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 da. Yeah, Jackie, that's a good question. To be honest with you, I don't know why they're doing that. And that could be a form of discrimination, but I will say this, guys. I will say this. Rather than complaining about them not renting a home to you, I would try to just buy one. As goofy as that sounds, and as crazy as that might sound, I would just go ahead and buy one. Because here's the thing. They're going to discriminate, but see, the question is what are you going to do about it? Okay? Because, it's a sad thing that they do this to people, that they manipulate people. But see, here's the question. If we keep going to them and keep getting the same result, what are we going to do about that? Because you're right. They should not be allowed to take advantage of women like that. You're absolutely right. Now, the same realtors who are crying foul because they can't find people to buy homes from them and stuff like that, I find it very interesting that they would discriminate like that against women. I got my notes here, and I'm looking back and forth at my notes. So, guys, bear with me. Okay? We have a guy here. His name is Zach. Zach writes, "Eli, how come the realtors are not renting out homes to women?" Yeah, that's what I'm trying to answer. I don't know, Zach, and to be honest with you, I just find it kind of strange that the same people who are crying wolf because nobody is buying from them are the same people who are not being understanding or trying to be fair into renting and lending to women. I don't get it. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't get it. And I'm only reading off the script, guys, so I'm reading my notes back and forth. So that's what the whole conundrum is all about. And so, guys, let me just say this, okay? You guys are absolutely well within your right to be upset, but here's the thing. Build your own home. Build your own stuff. Because here's the thing, as long as you keep being dependent on them, they're going to continue to run the gamut on you. They're going to continue to raise prices on you. They're going to continue not to lend to you. And so on this channel, and I want you guys to just give me your opinion. Make sure you write it in the comment section. Do you think that I should get into real estate? I'm already in it, but how far am I going to get into it? Because I'm already in it. I'm already, down and under with it. Because I want to practice what I preach. I don't want to be complaining about the realtors and then me not get in here and try to build my own stuff. Okay? Because eventually, guys, you're going to have to build your own stuff. Because there is discrimination. There is violation. There is manipulation. And unfortunately, when buying a home, you're going to either have to put up or shut up. You're going to either have to build your own company or continue to deal with them. Okay, because a lot of times what I be seeing is a lot of guys complaining and a lot of women complaining as well, and they're not doing anything about it because they're just, well, they do this, do they that. You know what? You try to jump in here and do it. Let me look at my notes, guys. My notes. Let me see here. Zach writes. What does he write? What are you writing? Oh, this is what he writes. He goes, Eli, the grass is greener on the other side until you, what does he write? What does he write? Until you run into a blockage. Yeah, that's a good point. And I've been getting questions like that from a lot of people who are not quite sure that if they're going to be able to buy a home right now. But here's the thing, guys. Whether it's a form of discrimination or not, you guys got to get out here and build your own stuff. Now, I have an excellent ideal for this channel. I want to remodel homes. Like you know that TV show called TLC. You know how they remodel homes and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm looking into that as well because I actually want to be part of that. Because my goal, guys, is to build homes, but to help people find homes. I think that would be like an interesting goal to have, to want to help somebody find a home, to find a placement, so that nobody feels like they're being left out. Because here's the thing, guys. If we're being left out, that means we need to let ourselves in. We need to make it known what we're trying to do here. Okay, I'm getting another email. I'm responding to email, guys, so just hang tight. I'm responding to emails. This is a person from Clarissa. Clarissa writes, Eli, why are so many... This is what she wrote. She goes, why are so many people afraid to take out loans and to lend it out to people? That's a good question, Carissa. And let me try to answer that. You hear me say on this program all the time, the lender is always more powerful than the borrower, right? You hear me say that all the time. The lender is always more powerful than the borrower. Guys, if somebody lends you money, they're gonna have power over you. So when you go to the bank and you take out a loan, don't be surprised if you don't pay it back and the bank decides to foreclose on your house. The lender is always more powerful than the borrower, guys. And that's why if you can help it, this is why I always preach building your own stuff, because if you don't want to be used or manipulated, you're going to have to get out here and put some skin in the game. You're going to have to really put some skin in the game, because these real estate agents really do manipulate people. They do. They're like car sales agents, or like car sale agent. They love to manipulate. They love to lie. They love to cheat, especially when they do it to women. That's like even worse, the worst of the worst. And to be honest with you, I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they do that. And I'm just reading back and forth my notes because you guys are asking me some good questions. Lee Boy says, Eli, when are you going to start remodeling homes? Yeah, that's a good question. Lee Boy, let me tell you something right now. I am very new to YouTube. I am what you call a new YouTuber. So guys, what you guys can do to help me, tell YouTube to support this platform. And you guys need to hit the like button and make sure you hit the subscribe button, because the more viewers we could get on this thing, the more you'll see more of guys like me representing you guys and directing you guys in the way you want to be represented and directed. Okay, but we need to get more viewers on this platform. So make sure you tell YouTube, put in the comment section that YouTube should support my videos. I need all the support I can get, guys. If you guys love this content and you love the platform, you're gonna have to get out here and support it. Okay, because what I would like to do on this channel, guys, I would love to remodel homes. I would love to, help people find homes and remodel homes. Basically, I would like to become a landlord and solve some of your guys' problems. Although I'm not going to be able to solve all your problems, just some of your problems. You know what I mean? But that is an interesting question. And guys, let me tell you right now, if you guys want to ask me more questions, make sure you write in the comment section. Write in the comment section below, and I will definitely get back with you and answer your questions. Let me see here. I'm getting another writing. It says, Eli, the water, what does she write? What does she write? She goes, the water bills keep going up, and I live in Salt Lake, Utah. What could I do about it? Yeah, that's a good question. Another thing too, guys, I was reading, in Salt Lake, Utah, water prices are going up. And I don't know what's going on down there, but from what I've been hearing from people and from what I've been getting through the emails, there's some discrimination going on there. Definitely. They're not so reluctant to share water. They're not so reluctant to allow you to build property there. And we're trying to figure that out too. That's a good question. Let me read my notes here. Let's see. Okay, Jennifer's asking me, Eli, why are they raising prices for homes? Yeah, that's a good question, Jennifer. And to be honest with you, I do not have the answer for that. What I can assume, though, is they're doing it to be greedy. Let me just say, and I know this is just an assumption, and I know this kind of assumption is wrong, and I don't have all the evidence for it, but this is just my opinion. I think they're doing that because they do not want to keep their old tenants. Because think about it, and this is just my opinion. A lot of their old tenants are average or poor people, right? Average to poor people, and they're being greedy. They're not wanting to lend out homes measures for people, which I don't think is right. I think that you guys should be able to buy a home regardless of your race, gender, or whatever. So yeah, that's something that is worth looking into. And as far as dialogue, I emailed some companies and they have not emailed back. And so what I'm planning on doing, guys, and guys, if you want to see more content like this, make sure you tell YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We need all the supporters we can get. YouTube needs to know that you guys are supporting me. I have a new idea that I would like to try out with you guys. Remember when you were kids how you used to play with Legos? Yeah? Now tell me if this is a good idea. Hopefully no one tries to steal it. Well, actually, no one can steal it because it's already been done. So, yeah, but this is just a good idea. I want to try building a Lego house. You know how like in San Diego, you know how they have Legoland? Am I saying it right, guys? Legoland? Yeah, I want to try something similar to that. I want to build a Lego house. A real house. It's a real house made out of Legos. Remember when you were kids how you used to play with Legos? That's what I'm talking about. Something like that. Like I have a new ideal for this channel. Not only do I want to remodel homes and fix homes and become a landlord and manage my own apartments and stuff like that, but on this channel, guys, I also want to build a Lego house. I want to see what happens. What would happen if I build a Lego house? I want to experiment that because I've been getting emails from my supporters and everybody's asking me, Eli, when are you going to build the Lego house? Yeah, that's a good question. Guys, if you tell YouTube to support my channel, we can definitely make this happen. But I want to try something like this for YouTube because you know what? I feel like this. We're not trying a lot of good things here. We're not. We need to be able to try new things because, you know, in the real estate business, everybody's, you know, doing things the same way. And I'm tired of being robotic. I want to try something new, especially for this channel, especially for this platform. I want to try something new. Craig writes, hold on, Craig, let me read your question. He goes, Dear Eli, the experiment sounds nice, but how do we get YouTube to support it? Yeah, that's a good question. Because guys, let me tell you something right now. If you guys support my channel, I promise you, we're going to start doing some interesting things here for YouTube. We're going to actually do some interesting things here. But guys, we got to get the likes up. We got to get the likes up and we got to get more subscribers. Let me see here. This is, let me look over here, guys. I'm looking at my notes, so I'm not being weird. I'm looking at my notes. Josie writes, Eli, I would love to buy a brick house. Yeah, a brick house. Where do I go to get it for cheap? Go on Craigslist. Yeah, go on Amazon or Craigslist. You can buy a house for very cheap. She's also writing, Eli, where did you learn about plumbing and real estate? That's a good question. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I went to school for plumbing, to be a plumber. I went to two schools. I went to Job Corps, and then I went to Pima Community College. And I got my associate's degree in plumbing. And when I was in plumbing, there was this guy, he was our instructor. He was also teaching real estate because think about it. Plumbing, real estate goes hand to hand, right? So that's how I was able to learn both. And that's how I was able to give you guys the information. So that's where I went to school at. And that's how I was able to learn plumbing and construction and real estate. I'm actually a plumber. Yeah, I got my associate's degree. I'm actually a plumber. I got my associate's degree. Okay. Now this is kind of off topic, but Samantha writes, Eli, should I put my parents in a nursing home? No, Samantha, I wouldn't do that. The nursing homes are too corrupt. And that's a good question. But I've been hearing cases from on my end, from what I've heard from other people, that the nursing homes are abusing the elderly. Yeah. And that's what I've been hearing. I remember years ago when I was a caretaker, I was a caregiver for this one girl. I'm not going to mention her name for obvious reasons. This was back in 2000. I want to say 2014. No, yeah, 2014. And I remember being her caregiver, and I remember noticing some bruises on her. The caretakers before her straight up abused her. They abused her, they beat her up. She had all kinds of bruises on her. And I noticed that a lot when I was a caretaker. So many clients being abused by their caretakers. I've noticed that a lot. So no, Samantha, even though it's off topic, that's a good question though. That really is a good question because, you know, yeah, I wouldn't do it. I think you're a criminal. You're a criminal if you put your parents in a nursing home. You're a criminal if you do it. So yeah, that's a good question, Samantha. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for writing that. Okay, guys. And keep the questions coming because I'll keep the answers coming. Let me see here. This person writes, Eli, should I build a swimming pool in my backyard? Okay. Let me answer that. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I was reading a post just a week ago, a Huffington Post, that the water companies are charging people more to build a swimming pool in their backyard. I just read that on the Huffington Post, guys. I mean, the Huffington Post. I would not build a swimming pool in the backyard. No. Too much can go down, and there's no oversight, so these water companies can just pretty much charge whatever they want. Let me see here. Chris writes, Eli, this is what he writes. Hold on, I'm reading it. This is what he writes. He says, Eli, the electric company is overcharging. Yeah, let me answer that real quick. Yeah, Chris, I read about that. Yeah, I was watching the news and I read about that. Yeah, guys, look on your electric grid. What the electric companies don't tell you is that, did you know you're being charged per minute, per meter, per electricity? I kid you not. Chris, you brought out a good point. Yeah, you did, bro. That's a good point. Yeah, like check your meter, guys. Because believe it or not, the electric companies are overcharging people for electricity. I read about that through the Huffington Post. The same post, yeah. That is insane. Yeah, this one lady, she was paying like $1,000 a month for electricity. Yeah, I read about that. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that is insane. That is insane. Well, guys, thank you for participating through this show. And again, guys, if you guys want to see new content, like if you guys want to see me remodel homes and become a landlord or get into real estate, make sure you guys support this channel. Let YouTube know, and we'll bring you content because I want to do what that TV show does. You know that TV show called TLC? Yeah, that TV show called TLC where they remodel homes. That's what I'm looking into. And guys, let me just say this to you. Do not go into debt trying to buy a new home. Buy a used home, remodel it, fix it up, become your own landlord. That's what we preach here on this channel. Become your own landlord and become your own agent. So, guys, and just keep into this. We're going to bring you more content. I am working on it. This is a fairly new channel and we're getting things going, but we're going to bring you some new content. Cuz you guys are going to see me remodel trailer parks. You're going to see me remodeling homes, fixing up homes, renting out homes, becoming a landlord. So that way we practice what we preach as far as, building our own stuff and getting our own stuff together. Somebody's being funny. Justin writes, Eli, your name may not be Justin, but we're going to call you Justin Mighty. Okay. That is so funny. Justin, keep up the comments. Justin Mighty. So guys, this is a good platform to talk real estate, building homes. Also, guys, I also want to do some remodeling for buildings and stuff, like apartment complex. I want to be like what do you call those people? A landlord? Yeah, like a landlord or a manager for like a complex, like a apartment complex. Yeah. I want to have my own apartment complex to rent out to people. But we got to get this channel up, guys. Also, guys, on this channel, we don't just talk about real estate and stuff. We talk about other things too, because I can walk and chew gum at the same time. Guys, just because this is a real estate channel does not mean that's all we talk about. We talk about other things as well. So let's review. Let's recap, okay? Number one, even though the real estate agents are discriminating against minorities and women, what we're going to do is, instead of complaining about it, we're going to try to build our own real estate agency and build our own stuff so we don't complain about it. Number two, guys, I need more supporters on YouTube. And I'm asking YouTube to support my platform so we can get more content out like this. Okay? Guys, also, I need your opinion and put it in the comment section. Do you think I should play music in the background? I want to try to get good at YouTube so that I can play music in the background. You guys always requested that, and I feel like it is my job as your guys' leader or YouTuber to do this. You guys are my fans. You guys have supported me, so you guys deserve better videos. So if you guys support my YouTube channel, I can bring you better content and I can bring you better videos. Ladies, let me just say this to the ladies. If you're being discriminated against by the real estate agents, I suggest you build your own build your own real estate agency. Guys, if you see any kind of discrimination against women, report it and then start getting into real estate so we can avoid all this debacle. I'm also getting emails from Christian. Yeah, Christian, hold on to that thought because I'm going to try to answer it. Christian writes, go ahead, Christian, write it again. Christian writes, Eli, if they're discriminating in real estate, what should we do? Yeah, that's a good question. I've already just said, come up with your own real estate company and just remodel your own stuff. If you're being discriminated against, it's time to build your own stuff. Because what I notice in these real estate agencies, they're taking advantage of women. They're also manipulating women, and I don't get that. Yeah, honest to God, I don't get that. I really don't get that. And that's a good question, Christian. That's a good question. So guys, also on this channel, we're going to be doing some goofy stuff as well. I'm going to be trying to cook for you guys. You're going to see me try to cook meals for you guys and you know, bring some sense of humor to this channel, you know, by cooking meals and stuff like that. So if you guys like this content and you like what you're seeing so far, so let's go over it. Let's do a review. Women, if you're being discriminated against, build your own real estate company. Do your own remodeling and rebuild your own real estate company. Guys, if you see it, report it, but also build your own real estate company as well. So that way we can avoid discrimination and debacles. So guys, I love you. Thank you for supporting my channel. Let's get some more viewers. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the subscribers going, and you'll see more content. This is Eli West. I love you guys. Do not go into debt. Buy a used home. Do not try to buy a brand new home. Do not go into debt. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day.